It's time for the changes. It's time to talk about what has happened last night. Alright, chat. So, we're gonna talk about all the changes that happened yesterday. Well, I guess 3 hours ago, because it was pretty early morning my time, but yeah. Talking about the changes this week, which is gonna be probably the final ones. If there are more, then they'll come later tonight, and they should be probably at this point minor addition to these ones. So let's begin. First thing first, talk about DK. DK got some changes. Frost Death Knight has received some, actually nothing. Frost Death Knight didn't receive anything except for the PvP, but we don't care about PvP. They received a Deathbringer nerf. Now the Deathbringer is something that both Frost and Blood DK was testing. And as you guys can see here, this is rather a substantial nerf to the Exterminate. I think that's roughly around 20%. Napkin Mat first reaction. Maybe even more than 20, maybe like 25, 24% of the Exterminate nerf. That's pretty much like damage nerfs here, all I can see. Reaper's Mark got PvP multiplayer, nobody cares about that one. Soul Reaper now deals less damage when it explodes. Okay, so pretty much just genuine nerfs to the damage. They are not nerfing they're not nerfing their rotation or anything like that. They're not changing anything. It's just genuine damage changes. Okay, probably better. Yeah, that's probably better to read. Okay, we can check it out. We can check it out. Yeah, so 20% Exterminate, Soul up 33, with souls 20%. That's fine. Same thing for Blood Decay. Once again, are they gonna play right now? Are you gonna play right now different hero talents as a Blood Decay or Frost Decay? It's yet to be tested. We are not sure yet. Probably likely Deathbringer to still be the case. Okay, moving forward, these are some PvP multipliers which we don't care about PvP. This is not gonna be changed from Mythic Plus or rating. Anyway, moving forward, Druids. Has anything changed for Druids, chat? Let me take a look. Well, I'm sorry to all the Druids, you got no changes this week. Actually, let me rephrase it. You got jack shit. Okay, Druids are down the bin. No changes for them. Evokers, Devastation Evokers, bombardments are getting nerfed. Nerf the duration. Must disintegrate marks your primary target for destruction for the next 6 seconds instead of 10 seconds. However, the multiplier now is gonna be 3.8 instead of 1.3. I wonder if that's a buff. Let me check what the document says. The document says that bombardment's damage increased by 200%. So they are buffing the bombardment damage, but they are nerfing the duration of that of it by a little bit. Okay, that's actually quite massive shit. I like that one. Scale Commander hero talents is now gonna get nerfed. Mass Disintegrate is gonna do less damage. It's gonna go from 25% of each missing target to 15%. And Mass Eruption, which is something that Augmentation Evoker plays Scale Commander for most of the time, it's also getting nerfed. So if you do play Scale Commander as both Devastation and Augmentation, you will be getting some damage nerfs. However, they buffed the bombardments on Devastation Evoker, so now they'll do more damage with that. Fair enough. So far, nerfing a little bit of utility on Flame Shaper. Renewing Blaze now applies at a 50% effectiveness to one nearby ally. It used to be 100. Fair enough. I think that was pretty OP. It was like kind of like a second defensive in that way. So that's fine. Beast Mastery Hunter. Laceration now is gonna do 8% damage instead of 5%. That is a quick math. That's like what? 10, like 60%. 60% buff on Laceration, I would say. Laceration was bugged before and doing 70% of the crit damage, so they fixed the bug, but they buffed the damage to compensate. Okay, so that could be, for example, a net neutral change, you know? Remember the document? Let me check what the document says. The document says the same thing, you know? The document is pretty much shite. It says the same shit. Look at that. Not even net neutral. Could it be a nerf to that in that case? Would that be a nerf because they fixed the bug with it? Perhaps. I gotta speak to Azer, see what he says. I haven't spoken to him, but it's pretty early his time. I think he's probably still asleep, so gotta ask him later on. Scatter Prey is now gonna have a reduced multiplier actually. Is that reduced? From 40 value to 25. That is a nerf to Scatter Prey. It's now gonna do less damage with multi-shot and butchery, I guess. That's fine. Doesn't really matter, I guess. That's whatever. Nobody cares about this. And that is everything for hunters. No MM changes, no survival changes. Kind of surprised that I don't see any MM stuff here, you know. Okay. Moving forward, Fire Mage, or in general, Mage. Arcane, nothing. Some PvP stuff, nobody cares about that one. Fire Mage, nothing. Wow. Okay, that is interesting. Why did they not change Fire Mage? Fire Mage is in a very bad position right now. Likely the worst DPS currently, probably from pure output. Maybe Blizzard think that it's actually okay to actually not buff Fire Mage. Like, this is very surprising though. This is very, very surprising. Like, this is I thought that they would get some buffs this week. Very bad for them. PvP talent, nobody cares about that one again. Oh, Water to Flame, Empowered Flame Strike dealing up to 100%. Wait, are they nerfing fire again? I mean, I know nobody plays a word in flames because nobody's playing the Flame Strike build. But if you were playing a Flame Strike build, you know, if you were playing the Flame Strike build, that's gonna be twice less effective. But I guess it's just PvP talent though. Frost Mage. PvP multiplier on Ice Barrier talent, nobody cares about this one. Ray of Frost is getting a quite needed buff. They're trying to push Ray of Frost again to be available for Frost Mage, but I think most of the Frost Mages are opting right now to complete Brainless Chimp build Ice Lance Pump Simulator. I think that's gonna be a buff around 10%. Like I saw in a document, it was like 9%. So 9% buff on Ray of Frost. Is it still gonna be a talent you're gonna play? I don't think so. But perhaps, I mean, I'll give it a try, see what's up. But yeah, this doesn't seem like enough to be played. PvP multiplier for the Frostbolt for Frostfire Mages. Nobody cares about PvP. Going forward, Clash talent, cooldown change from 45 seconds to a minute. You and your target charge each other, meeting halfway or then routing all targets within 6 yards for 4 seconds. Nobody cares. Paladin. What is this? Actually, I'm not sure what that is. Wait, let me check the document. What does it say about Paladin? Holy. Strength of the Conviction now increases the damage of your next Shield of Righteousness and Word of Glory by 5 to 10%. It used to be 10-20. Okay, so they're nerfing Holy Paladin here. Interesting decision. So they are nerfing the damage or healing. So I guess the damage of Shield of Righteousness is being reduced, and the healing of Word of Glory has been also reduced. This is half of it, I guess. Okay, fair enough. I think that was a reasonable thing. And then Retribution. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is them fixing the bug where you had like a perma wings. Like your wings uptime was like 4 times the amount usually I would get. Let me check the Retribution. Resolved an issue causing Radiant Glory to proc too often. Exactly. They're just fixing the wings issue. Sacrosanct Crusade. Initial Shield of Wake of Ashes reduced to 10% was 15. That's for Templar. Sacrosanct Crusade heal from the Hammer of Light reduced to 5% was 15. And then Sacrosanct Crusade heal from the Hammer of Light per additional target reduced to 1%. So we're going to be testing Retribution Paladin right now after the hotfixes and see how it feels. We're going to try both Templar and the Sun King, whatever it's called, the other talent. Like I'm genuinely thinking here your performance will head out to the sun. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So your genuine performance will now drop just because they hotfixed that bug of Radiant Glory proccing way too often. So we're likely going to see a small decline in terms of damage. Now remember, last week Retribution Paladin received some nerfs. They received a single target nerfs, and I believe Divine Storm was also buffed by 25%. We're going to try it out and see how it feels right now. Priest. Nobody cares about PvP. Skipping forward. Holy Priest. There's a lot of shit here. Let me check document. Holy Priest. Healing increased by 20%. Flash healing increased by 20%. Okay, so we're getting more output debuffs on Holy Priest. They're gonna be healing more. It's always welcome, whether you're gonna play Mythic Plus or Raiding, it is always welcome. I'm happy to see that on Holy Priest. Link the document, I got you. Here's the document. Shadow Priest, you're gonna be getting heals you for the amount. Okay, so pretty much like some self-healing on Shadow Priest, nobody cares about this one. Vampiric Touch and Devouring Plague, whatever. Arcan, PvP multiplier, nobody cares. PvP multiplier, nobody cares. Okay. Going with a rogue. Gouge cooldown increased to 25 seconds, used to be 20. Okay, so they're increasing the time on Gouge. This might be actually impacting PvP more than PvE because it's whatever. 5 seconds, not a big deal, I guess. And now, for the main part of why we are here today, chat. Why are we here today? To talk about Elemental Shaman buffs. Finally, after years and years of waiting, we got a rework. We were doing really good. They nerfed the living shit out of us. We were pretty much dead last week. This week, however, they decided to bring us back to the alive world. So let's read what's happening. Elemental Shaman. Chain Lightning damage increased by 10%. Stormbringer Tempest damage increased by 60%. Earthquake damage increased by 10%. Liquid Magma Totem damage reduced by 30%. Fair enough. Surge of Power Lava Burst now reduces the cooldown of Elemental by 4 seconds, used to be 6, nobody cares. Farseer Offering from Beyond now reduces the cooldown of your Elemental by 5 seconds, it was 10 before, okay. Storm Elemental Cold Lighting damage increased by 350%. Yo, they're buffing the living shit out of Storm Elemental. Storm Elemental Cold Lighting buff now lasts for 20 seconds, used to be 15, okay. Storm Elemental Lighting buff reduced by 30%, it was 300%. Storm Elemental Cold Lighting cast time reduced to 2 seconds, it was 3. Storm Elemental Cold Lighting cooldown increased to 20 seconds, it was 10 seconds. Tempest damage increased by 400% for Storm Elemental. Fuck me, man. They're buffing the living shit out of Ellie. Storm Elemental. So is Storm Elemental the play right now? Wind Gust damage also increased by 400%. Wow. This to me sounds like a lighting build. Primal Elementalist. And the extra elemental on the side, or even longer elemental. That's how it sounds to me. It sounds to me like they're trying to push you to play Tempest, I guess Stormbringer plus Primal Elementalist. So we're gonna be giving it a try right now. We're gonna try the lighting build, see how it is. I do believe those changes are actually a lot in favor of the lighting build more than the fire build. So are we gonna switch back from fire to lighting? Well, nobody knows, but we're gonna try it out today. Restoration Shaman reactive warding healing increased by 75%. Okay, whatever. Totemic Acid Rain from Surge of Totem now does 30% more damage? Question mark here. Okay, we're not sure. And an Elemental and Enhanced Awakening Storm damage increased by 300% for both Ellie and Enhanced on Stormbringer. Another buff to the Stormbringer hero talents. Very interesting take. Okay. Very interesting take. Google document. Yeah, I got you guys. Right here. This is right now only for beta. I am not sure if this is in a pre-patch, by the way. Warlock. Let's take a look for Warlock, chat. Warlock were extremely OP last week, so we're hoping for some changes here. Affliction. Malefic Rupture damage increased by... I said Warlocks were OP. Why the fuck is Afflict getting buffed? Malefic Rupture damage increased by 20%. That's gonna be, by the way, huge for both AoE and ST. I'm just saying right now. Soul Rod damage increased by 60%. That's not really big. That's not really big, by the way, the Soul Rod damage. So don't get hyped. The Malefic Rupture is gonna be likely the biggest change here. We're gonna be trying later on, but right now you're gonna do more AoE damage, more ST damage, more power damage as well. More sustained damage off cooldowns too. So Affliction is getting quite big buff. Destruction! Destruction Lock! Chaos Bolt damage increased by 25%, finally. Incinerate damage reduced by 25%. Resolved an issue causing touch of Rancora to benefit multiple casts of Chaos Bolt. Diabolic duration reverted back to 20 seconds. It was 14 seconds, okay? Diabolist. Ruination damage reduced by 40%. Oh, that's gonna be a big hit. Chaos Salvo damage reduced by 40%. Fail Seeker damage reduced by 40%. Wicked Cleave damage reduced by 50%. So that's going to be Diabolist nerfs, which will pretty much nerf Destruction Lock and Demonology Lock by a significant amount. I don't think they're going to be bad by no means. I still believe they're going to be amazing, but they will do less damage compared to last week. Now keep in mind, on top of this, on top of these nerfs, they're also nerfing the Incinerate by 25%, and they're buffing Chaos Bolt. The only reason why they're buffing Chaos Bolt right now is they want to make you cast Chaos Bolt more than Rain of Fire on single target. Now, is that going to be enough to offset it and prio Chaos Bolts instead of Rain of Fire? I'm not sure. Quite frankly, I'm not sure. We're going to give it a try. I still expect Destro to be insane, by the way. Moving forward, last on our list. Wait, did I just worry I got pranked? Warrior, nothing, lol. Okay, chat. If you're a warrior main, you get nothing, lol. Yikes. Alright, dude. That ain't looking that good, buddy. That ain't looking that good. You got jack shit. Well, that is everything so far, chat. Rather short patches this week. Rather short changes. We would probably expect a little bit more coming tonight. So tonight, pay attention. There might be more. There might be more changes tonight. Pay attention. Do not lose sight. If there is nothing, then that's gonna be enough so far.